Hi Paper Crafters, I'm Joanne Rogers, a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator in Central Alberta, Canada, and I've been designing with you in mind since 1999. Today I want to tell you about my top tips for removing those stray little embossing flakes when you are heat embossing, especially on dark cardstock. So I want to show you a card that I have here. So this one is with the Music from My Heart stamp set, and you can see that I have embossed here with platinum embossing powder that I have made myself on black cardstock. And I don't have any stray little embossing flakes, and I want to tell you how I do that. So the first thing that you can do is you can take a used dryer sheet. So after you've used it, run it through your dryer, you've gotten all of that scent out of it. Take that and you're going to rub that over top of your cardstock before you even stamp. So that's the first thing, and really inexpensive. The second thing is to pick yourself up one of these anti-static pouches, and they're a pouch, and this one is an embossing buddy from Stampin' Up, and they're a pouch that have a little powder in them, and all you do is pounce that very lightly and rub it onto your cardstock. And you don't want to pounce it too much because it will release a fair bit of powder, and if it's a dark cardstock, it will actually pick up that powder. You might not be able to get it off completely, so just a very light touch. And the third thing that you want to do is you want to stamp your image onto your paper using Versamark or a craft pad, but I love Versamark. It really is great for adhering your embossing powder, those little pieces of plastic too. And when you sprinkle with your powder, then what you want to do is you want to just give your paper a real quick flick on the back with your finger. Let me show you what I mean. So I've already stamped my words and I've sprinkled it with white embossing powder, and you can see how I have a lot around the outside of my black. So what I do is I turn it over and I give it a good healthy flick on the back, and that will remove most of it, especially if I have used my embossing buddy. The last thing I do is I will go in with a paintbrush, and this is one where I actually have cut off some of the bristles, so it's just got less hairs there at the point, so I can get right in there and I can get rid of these last little bits. Now you want to be careful when you are brushing them away because you don't want to actually brush into your words. So just a little bit there, and I've got a pretty clean image. One more little spot there, and I'm ready to go ahead and emboss. Okay, so those are my top tips for removing your little embossing flakes from your stamping surface. If you have any questions, email me at jo@designwithjo.ca, and be sure to subscribe to my newsletter. I share lots of different tips and tricks and cards and free ideas there regularly, and I send that out weekly. As well, be sure to subscribe to my YouTube channel by clicking on the subscribe button now. I have all kinds of different ideas for you there, different projects, as well as lots more tips and tricks. So thanks very much for watching today, and I hope you have a great paper crafting day.